Hello and welcome back to an earlier time on a Sunday afternoon. It's only 4 o'clock. We've moved the race time forward due to the Miami Grand Prix. But we're here with the Tier 4s as they take us round for the final time round Suzuka, Japan. I am your host, Riverside Boy, as normal, but I'm joined alongside making his... I think this is your first appearance of the season, isn't it not?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Monkey.
I haven't liked comms this season, but I'm back today.
Yeah, yeah. Monkey's not the happiest moods, but I'm sure the standard of racing will bring him back to being happy.
Oh,
I
I wouldn't
hope.
bet on it.
If you want to know why, his beloved MK Dons unfortunately got relegated from League. Is it League One? It's
League One,
yeah.
League
Yeah.
One, yeah. There you go, Gary. You got your first redemption of the stream.
He was supposed to do that for you, not me. As I'm going to find who's out on the track first. It's Boise, former Tier 3 driver, now Tier 4. Okay, Colin, here we go. Ooh, daddy. There we go. Fucking away we go.
Christ almighty.
Don't worry, you're getting one later.
Oh dear. Right,
Oh,
well,
dear.
this has been a while, Gaza, since I've done it with yourself. So hopefully it's a good race. Are we going to see rain tonight? We've had rain in all 3 races this week so far.
Well, we say rain from Friday. Your race was cut short. Bloody EA disqualifications. That's just nah. And yeah, my race got screwed over for putting the AI on at the wrong time. Crap. Karma can't do my team dirty, says Colin. Damn it. But here comes Boise underway. I'm going to make sure that the dials are on screen so Mr. Colin can check batteries. But 17 tonight, which is not a too bad showing, especially for a late time change, wouldn't you say, Monkey?
Yeah, no, it's decent to be fair. You know, we've had to change the time for the Miami Grand Prix, obviously, but obviously some of your regulars aren't here, like Mongo and Panic end up in the top, top 3 and I think top 10 respectively in the championship. So they're missing out tonight. It gives a big opportunity for Asda, the current championship leader, in that Williams to pull even further ahead. As like we say, Mongo isn't racing, who currently sits P2. So he'll definitely be wanting to have a good result tonight. But Darth Grey Fox is here tonight, P3 in the championship. I believe around 31 points behind, so he'll also be wanting to have a good race to try and close that gap at the front.
Yeah, obviously Darth with me on a Wednesday, knew obviously the time, and so yeah, he's been on a little bit of a roll so far. I think 3 podiums in the last 3 races, so he's starting to get the consistency. But if there is rain, like you said earlier, it will completely change everything. Especially if the rain is like what we experienced on Friday, where it couldn't decide if it was going to come down or not.
Yeah, it's very it can't really make its mind up around here most of the time. But normally you get some wet races. If they are wet, they're normally very heavily wet. As Beloise goes through. First of all, 31-0, but that's beaten by Epic Frenchie and slightly by Darth Grey Fox. But Epic Frenchie with that time around about 3.5 tenths ahead. And now coming through his, I don't know how we're saying that. SD, is that what we're calling him? 32-2?
Oh, Sid.
And we're calling him, oh, okay, right, Sid. Right.
I just try and come up where Jake's put all white Fords in the chat. FYI, Adster has a 5 seconds to serve apparently around this race. From Colin.
Interesting. So he's going to want at least a good gap at the front then, if anything. No safety cars, hopefully, in the final stages for Adster.
But as Marco 133.7, I've heard from TJ in practice that Marco was struggling in practice today. But I know something that might cheer you up. monkey. It's the Ferrari man of David Oldface. I don't know if you heard of his actions from last night. He's not in a good way, should I say? So
Yeah, you shouldn't be drinking and driving, David, but because it's not real, we'll give it a miss. All right.
I've heard that he really did not want to race. I think the many bottles of wine may have got to his head last night. Due to some of the comments he was saying in the Discord about, I think one of them was at 10 to 2. He tagged me in a message at 10 to 2 while I'm fast asleep. Which won't
Christ. Well,
Thanks, David.
I mean, I don't think he even wants to go out in quali. He's still in the pits, along with a handful of other drivers. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with David. Anyone coming around? I think Mr. Starling's coming around 130. Robin, quite probably unsuspectedly goes pole with a 35 for now. Mr. Starling's out on mediums. Don't know if that's the best choice. Maybe he thinks that maybe a couple are gonna maybe bin it, or he can go quicker than a couple and get through. At the moment, he's gone P6 on those mediums, 31.5.
Quicker than what I did on Friday. As I've just seen David's teammate, OS Vit, for tonight, as Jarvis is not racing, going for a little spin in the and then Marco decides he's going around as well.
Yeah, not ideal there from Marco. In the chat, but I'd say David sounds rough. And I'm not good. Audio's broken. I hope he means his audio, not ours. And now I'm taking a mean pre-quali dumpling. Well, hopefully that'll get a bit of weight out your car. I'm not good.
As a Rainbow, this man. Okay, it's a hard one. So Rainbow started off the season, obviously struggling. Got a lot of penalties at the start of the season, but as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen him in the stewards report for the last 4 or 5 races. So he is starting to find his rhythm now. Obviously, he got a great... Oh, for God's sake, really? As I start talking nice things, I will continue. He got a great P7 in Zandvoort. Oh dear, that's a curse and a half.
He did, yeah. There you go. Curse, Jake and chat. Oh, I also had a co-coms redemption from Sid. Cheers, mate. And okay, truth or dare from Jake. Go on, then, Jake. I'm gonna go truth. I'm not doing any bloody dares tonight. What's the truth? Throw it at us. Throw it at us, snaky boy.
Snaky boy, hey. Let's see. As only one person now is going to be knocked out now, remaining. So we're gonna have to hope. I'm still waiting for the great button. Can you tell David to get out on track, please? I don't want him sitting in the garage. He's got to do some laps.
Yeah, well, to be fair, at the moment, there's actually about 5 drivers haven't come even out yet, so they're just banking on the one run, and they're going to come out now and quickly do 2 back-to-back. As I say, that most of them now do come out. TJ is coming out, so is Fish Sticks, and so is Radical, but there's still no sign of I'm not good, and, well, we know I'm not good's on the toilet. But, oh, here he is.
I've just seen him. He's been sick. David's been... Oh, there he comes. Here he comes.
We got to watch this on board.
Sorry, I know it might seem like we're bullying David, but to be fair, it's self-harm at this point.
He's going so slow. Look how slow he's going.
Well, at least he's... I can tell by his driving steering wheel that maybe the world is still a bit shaky. At least he's turned his battery off. But I'll get off him. I'll stop being mean to him now.
Oh
Stuck
dear.
to him.
Jake, you still haven't given me your truth yet. You redeemed 500 points and wasted them at the moment, so get in there, boy.
This is I'm watching on TJ as he's about to start this up. This is a man that I think could do really well here.
Oh, well, you've just ruined it now, Gary, by saying that.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to talk about it. He has done some practice today, found some time, obviously with me and Colin, and he was very happy with his setup. Felt very comfortable with it, so we'll have to see what he's like in the middle. So please don't drop it now. As the game's going to force us into TV pod camera. Do not why this, and it just reduces the frame rate to nothing. Very confident through there.
Yeah, he wants around about a 30, 33, if anything. Yeah, 33.4. That's not that bad for a sector 1 time in Q1. There's a yellow flag out, and I think it's just Vic going slowly. I thought it was David for a minute.
I think that was David. No, it wasn't David. Oh, that's David invalidated. No, we'll stay forward with TJ. We'll flip back to David. David Cam. Oh, I think Radical's gone around at... Don't know, it looks like David's avoided it quite well on the minimap from 5 to... Jesus Christ. Way to out him on the stream. Jake.
I've seen what he's put. I've just watched the end of TJ's lap as he comes now down to the final chicane. Right and then left. And then don't lose the back end here. Well, you won't. He's on full TC, so he'll be all right through there. But he comes around for 32.0. I think he's going to have to go again with that. I personally think that might not be through. But with Rainbow out, well, actually, yeah, with Rainbow out, he might be okay. Fish Sticks is invalidated. What's David on for? It's a 1:14.2. I don't think that's that bad, actually, to be honest. As he comes around the final last few corners. Don't worry, Jake. I'm going to come to your question in a bit.
We might find out that David drives better. Well, it's faster when he's drunk. He's hungover.
It's not a bad time, to be fair.
It's not. It's a 1:31.4. David, get on the wine more often, mate. Get on the wine more often.
So yeah, Jake, Monkey, have you ever peed in the shower? It's a weird question, isn't it? No, I don't know. I haven't. I don't get people that do that. It's like the same people that take a piss in the swimming pool. I just think to myself,
in the bath.
I just think well, pee in the bath. That's worse. You're literally just sitting in your own piss.
Yeah. No, I don't understand why people do it.
No, I like the swimming pool's even worse as well. With there's other people in there. That's just fucking grim. But
Sid's had a spin at turn 1, but where is Fish Sticks? We're going to keep an eye on Fish Sticks as he needs to settle that. So is I'm Not Good, but I'm Not Good is actually out on track. So he's finally made his way out.
Here comes Fish Sticks. Yeah, 14.1. He invalidated the first lap. Which is probably going to be the only run that he's going to have, though, because he won't get around again, I don't think, and get in the pits to come out. But it should be enough. It's going to be around the 31 flat, and it is a 31 flat, but some 6th place. They should be fine with that, to be honest.
As I see, Radical is 12 seconds up on his lap time.
I'll tell you what, 33.4 through sector 1. It's going to be around what TJ's time is, but he's going to have to. Oh, he's got very wide into spoon and he's invalidated. He's going to have to kick back in now.
I have a feeling that his battery might be out of charge. David Olfo says retired. Please say he's retired in the pits. Please.
Yes, he has.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Truth or dare, Gary? Truth. Also, Kurt, Colin has asked, Kurt, how do you run pad? So hard to run no assist on pad. Yeah, Colin was running no assist earlier in the practice session on a pad. He was 9 seconds slower than myself.
Yeah, well, now you might not have it wind me up so much when I go out in Q1 next week, will you, Colin? Eh?
I might actually put that as a dare when he's next on comms. A dare you to run next week's race on pad.
Oh dear. The only person not made time, I'm not good, a 33.8 through Sector 1. That's not the best. But as he's coming now down towards, he's virtually on the grass there as he approaches the spoon curve and almost gets on the curb too much there, but keeps it all together. He's going to want about a 115 at least. 149. It's going to be very tight, but just got to hope that people like Marco, Cloud Fisher, who are also in that danger zone at the moment, or will be in a second, along with Radical, don't improve. As he comes across now, it's going to be about 32, I believe.
Is he safe for that time?
I think he is just about safe with that.
Marco's a 10th up. Comes the other McLaren, obviously. Let's see what he can do. Can he do better than the real life McLarens? It's P13. It's an improvement of 3/10.
Yeah, but Sid is up by 8/10, so he's going to knock Marco down again. Whereas Cloud Fisher is down on his first sector time. Here comes Sid. Epic French is retired in the box. It's going to be a 31 something for Sid. That'll get him through.
He goes out on out lap. Marco, I think, is done for the session, so it's now fate. Cloud Fisher is on full lap old soft, so I think he's just expecting to take it. Radical's out on track as well, so we've got two people who are in a little bit of danger. I think Mr. Starling's actually safe with that 130.15.
He is.
And also,
you're right.
Epic,
and Marco
Epic,
has already validated.
Epic French did a 130.6 on mediums. It was only a tenth slower than Robin on softs.
Yeah, that is impressive from the Alfa Romeo driver. Marco he will actually get around for another one. He just needs to get that battery charged up a bit more. Fishsticks is retired from the session. Radical's going to come onto his lap, and Cloud Fisher, yeah, he is out. He's got 5% battery. So I think Marco is actually safe here. It's just down to Radical to not screw up his lap, and he'll knock Cloud Fisher out.
We'll stay on board with him. It's going to hopefully flick us to there. This is probably these are the worst set of corners, especially for this game's handling model. Just, you need to ride the curbs if you want to get the lap time, but the handling model doesn't allow you to ride curbs. So it's like, you got to be risky. Also, Jake, to answer your question, oh, Radical, oh my god, just holds it in.
It needs to keep going.
It's got to be at 134.4. Jake, to answer your question, no, I've never returned or re-gifted a present. But I see TJ's on a lap as well. I wonder if he's going to improve.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to tell TJ that he can save the tyres, because he can now. He's not going to be out. Cloud Fisher is 4 seconds down, so he is definitely going to be still 15th. So it's all done on Radical. Here he comes. Yeah, he's easily going to be in a 14.3. That's going to be around about 31, a low 31, 32. So that'll easily knock out Cloud Fisher. Just needs to not invalidate. And yeah, that's Radical through there.
Yeah, definitely. 15th place. He won't be happy with that at all. He would probably be expecting a little bit higher. But we'll switch on board with TJ, who's 2 tenths up. So it's going to put him down up to 12th. Nice and tidy through the final chicane.
He's let off.
Ooh, he was 2 tenths off on his lap. It speeds into the pit. Sid supporting Radical, going, come on, Radical. I'm pretty sure Radical has just walked through the door and jumped straight into the cockpit, into the car. Like you sometimes, Monkey.
Literally.
Straight in. I know Revenge Zero does that as well. we're not all the league races can just have some time to practice work commitment. But that is the end of Q1. Only 2 people out. Well, unfortunately, we're going to be losing Rainbow, who binned it, not from myself cursing him. Not far off as he usually is. I'm sure he would have got a better time if he had a second run. Cloudfisher and P16 only used one set of tyres, or just one set of softs, and just pundled around on them. Robin, as usual, goes fastest with Epic Frenchie on actually on the set of softs in the end. Even though it did say mediums, it was actually a set of softs.
I think he went out on a set of mediums, maybe just to rub them in a little bit, but don't know why. But obviously felt the need to do that. But Q2 coming up. Gary, what's this rumor about Charles Leclerc in FPRL Tier 2? Yeah, Gary, what's that about?
So when we were yesterday during Q3 of the real life F1 Grand Prix, obviously we all know Charles Leclerc dropped it in qualifying, even though we know he's probably one of the quickest drivers in qualifying when he's on it. So I remember you making a statement before this weekend going, "Oh, I've got the pace around it, I can do really well." So I was like, Charles Leclerc is like Monkey Boy Kurt, has the pace in quali, just can never stop binning it. Which I thought was very funny because it literally is you recently.
I'm not gonna lie, it's spot on, Gary. To be fair, absolutely
And
spot on.
And then someone clapped back and said, "I'm Carlos Sainz because I don't have pace in quali and I don't have pace in the race." Thank you, Nigel. Speaking of Nigel, he's just appeared.
Wog on my drillers, fucking hell. TJ easy got time in the bag. Well, now is the important time to show it. He wants to get through to the top 10. Don't lose it at Dunlop. Christ, TJ. Don't do what I did on a cool-down lap.
I remember you explaining to me how you did it, and I was like, huh? And you went, were you listening? I said, no, I was listening.
I'll tell you how I
just
did it.
couldn't
So
understand.
where TJ is now, right, we got on the grass there and just went straight right into the wall.
Was there a car on the outside? I swear you said distracted you or something.
No, I looked down to look at my tyre wear and my fuel load, and then looked up and I was on the grass. It was absolutely ridiculous.
So what have we learned, Monkey? Do not look down at your tyre while mid-corner.
No, I've learnt my lesson. I think, well, I don't know. 10 races, 11 races have gone by, I still haven't got out, so maybe I haven't learned it yet, but... Oh dear. Mr. Starling is not out the box yet, but he's on mediums again.
Shows I'm not good at VIT as well. They're on medium. But we're going to watch the main man, the head honcho, TJM, as he goes around in that, I would say, in this game, shitty Haas. But I wouldn't say they're shitty this year in this year's real life F1, as are obviously Kevin Magnussen P4 in the qualifying. Missed the apex for the first couple. Might be a old set of softs.
Yeah, could potentially be if he wanted to just see how they go. 33.5, which I think is a 10th off the first sector he did before in Q1. But definitely TJ can push this more, I feel. It's a bit tentative at the moment, but it's only the first stages of Q2. There's a yellow flag out, and that is the Tattooed Star gone round at Dunlop.
I think someone else might have been caught up, but there's an Alpha Romeo, which is going to cause Monkey and Colin to be creasing right now. That's their team. That's obviously Epic Frenchie. Then what's
Didn't
happened?
really get out of the way there.
Oh, no.
I think was it Adster almost had to take a narrow line.
God. Jesus Christ, TJ, where are you going?
Oh, Vit's out.
Oh, he's dropped it at Dunlop. That's one Ferrari out, as TJ decided he wanted to go rallying. Out of 130, our Darth Grey Fox 130.4. That's our fastest time so far. Where is Robin? Oh, Robin's stuck in traffic. But he's got a Red Bull in front of him, towing him up.
Yeah, and that Red Bull was the Tatted Star who's messed up this lap completely by spinning at Dunlop. Is he going to get out of the way? He does get out of the way. Robin now coming into the last corner. Here goes Adster, just while we look at that, 30.9 for Adster. Robin now comes around the final corner. It's a 30.9 as well. I would suspect that's probably on used softs for Robin and Adster maybe, but Darth Grey Fox with that time probably on a new set. Might be wrong with that. Quickly, Blunt Blade has subscribed for 4 months now. Thank you, Blunt Blade. Piggle goes, K-Mag today will have a meatful flag by lap 4. Oh, God.
Oh, I can tell you that the fucking McLarens are going to be in the mud today. It's so hard to be a McLaren fan this season. We do shit, we get back a little bit, and then we do shit again. Legitimately have the slowest car yesterday.
Yeah, that's Epic Frenchie's gone round again. Come on, mate. We can't be having you doing this in the race.
Me and you both. Apparently Nigel is also a McLaren fan. Yeah, I want to see the McLarens win the constructors again, eventually.
Mr. Starling goes through 31.3. That was on a set of softs. Only a little bit faster than his medium time that he did in the previous session. Here comes Marco, looking like a bit better lap this time for 31.2. That's a better than what he did last time out. Who else is that? Broisley's obviously made a mistake. 57.2. I'm Not Good goes through. Oh no, it's not. I'm Not Good. Who's that? Radical, sorry, with a 44. So a lot of people making mistakes in this first stint, it looks like. Not really. There's definitely an Epic Frenchie's made 2 mistakes on 2 laps. So yeah, not a lot of times in yet.
Well, it's TJ. TJ's 2 attempts up, and this is his second try on now. So at the moment, it's going to put him on a 2 attempts up on the time he already had. Well, he's going to gain a lot of time out of 130R, as long as he doesn't have the same wibble wobble out on the exit as he did the last lap.
Only a tenth up.
This is well the time he'll gain. It's a 131.6, so we'll definitely see it back in the box. David's probably gone off to the bathroom again.
Still not out yet. Anyone else coming round? Radicals coming round this time, on a faster lap. Ooh, goes a bit wide into the entrance.
Oh my God.
And Bloisey, good time there. That's a very good time from him. But yeah, it went a bit wide there, did Radical. But a 31.5 on the mediums is still, in my eyes, not going to be enough to see him through. And then we've got Fish Sticks and Tattoo Start on their laps now. We've got both redeemed drinks by Blunt Blade Gary in the chat.
I've already had mine. Unfortunately, I'm working tomorrow. Yes, on a bank holiday.
You and me both, Gary.
Well, I've got a short shift tomorrow. And you don't get paid 20, and you're not getting paid £26 an hour. Got told today it's 20.
I'm getting 25 something. I'm getting double pay.
Oh, what? Because you contracted?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the same. I chose to do a short because I don't really like doing bank holidays because they are horrendous when you're working on shop floor. Was it bad on Saturday for you?
No, it was dead on Saturday actually.
Oh no, it was fucking packed for us.
Sid, Truth or Dare? Who's that to, mate? I assume it's 2. Oh, he won't actually now. He's on the track, so he's not going to tell us who it's for.
Yeah, I just seen Touchstone do a 1:13 in the middle sectors, so this could put him to the top of the timesheets, depending on his first. Puts him up there. P5 138.9. Bit off being top of the timesheets. 8.4. Up the fish sticks. Part of my team now. Need this. I think Williams are still leading the overall constructors. The second time in so many years that Williams will win the overall constructors. I know yourself did it, Monkey, in season 2. With shots too
Yeah, that was a very good season for me. That's my best one actually. That was a great season.
That was the first season I ever joined. I remember everyone going on about. I still remember it to this day. That final 2 to 3 lap battle between Object Fungus, Hirsch, and Ali Ferrari in the last race, and Object Fungus bottling it on the last lap to give Hirsch his one and only title, which I haven't seen Hirsch in a while. I don't know what's happened to Hirsch.
I think he's like a lot of people. He just wants the new game to come out. And that just shows the handling module and everything that's different with 22, because Hirsch was, I'd say he was actually faster on F1 2020, but 2020 and 2021 he was a top 5 tier 1 driver, and now, no disrespect to him, he's down near the back in quality anyway of tier 2. So it just goes to show that the game just sort of suits different people. I'm one of those people it doesn't suit, but hopefully, yeah, 23 is a good one.
Nigel Pigott has just put that he can say that Arsenal are bottling it already, but I've just checked and it's still 0-0, so he just kicked off. I don't know what he's talking about. But we're going to watch Epic Frenzy as he comes round. Being the only Alfa Romeo, he needs to put himself up there. It's only a 134.2, so he's obviously made a mistake. David Oldface is on track, ladies and gentlemen, so... Oh, he's rubbed that inside curve. So let's see what David can do. It's a 33.6. Oh, and he loses it through Degner 2, but keeps it nice and tidy on the exit. And then we're going to go up to the Kamui Kobayashi hairpin, as I'm calling it. Just remember that season where he was overtaking everybody into that hairpin, and he got a podium out of it. He backed out of he's backed out of his lap.
Yeah, he has. Maybe he just wants to go again. Well, he's going to have to go again. You know, only one run he's having. He's only got 3 minutes, so the next lap is all or nothing.
He's forgetting where to drive.
That, oh, God. He's still pissed.
Oh, no. The amount of alcohol, I think... well, from what the photos that we saw last night, there probably still might be some alcohol. Obviously, you've been out with David. I've been out with David. And we know that he can hold his alcohol. So, it's a lot if he's feeling this way.
Yeah, well, he's got a full battery now. He's going to have one last chance at it. Pig will go in that Newcastle have had 2 shots and hit the post already. Colin also saying they've hit the post after a minute. So, yeah, Arsenal are well and truly bottling it. Well, they've already bottled the title, let's be honest, but they're bottling it even more. What do you expect from the Gunners?
Don't you mean the Hooners, because they hoon?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you know, I can't say nothing because my team are the worst bottle jobs after last week.
Wait. David's gone faster. Oh, he's kept it within track limits. Come on, David. Oh, we'll ignore that one. Button in the chat. Hold his drink. Now he can't hold his pad because of the shaking.
God's sake.
He's backed out again.
Is he backed out again? He has got time for one more. His tyres are going to be absolutely screwed though around here. Oh, he goes. He's off. He's going rallying.
We need to get off him. We'll get off him. Let's have a look. Marco, who's obviously now down in P10. Where we thought a 1:31.2 for him was a good time. He's now on the fringes. Oh, he's had a moment.
Yeah, he went a bit wide there, didn't he? Robin is going to go faster here, providing he doesn't ruin this last sector. He might be in the 29s. And he is by 2
That's the time I
thousandths.
set. That's the time I set on Friday. He set the same time as me. That just shows you how bad I'm around here.
No, it just shows that he's going
It's
up
a
next
what?
season.
I want to make this furry, and it's apparently in the new car. Furry wear for Nigel Piggle. It's a 1-2 for Alpine. As of right now, in this session. Handball, says Nigel. It's a improvement from Boise. Where is Mr. Starring? He's 3 temps. Oh, hell, no, he's not.
Mr. Starling has just come through, but
Oh, Marco's
TJ's...
had it. Oh, Marco is done.
Yeah,
He's crashed.
Marco is done. TJ now coming around with 66% battery. I think he will be okay. Sid is on the 10th place at the moment. Marco is done. Radical, here comes Radical. 3 temps up, and that's probably just going to be about enough to knock out Sid. Or is it?
It is.
Oh. Yeah, unlucky for Sid. That was a good time from him.
Where's David? David spun! At Spoon! Oh, he's shaking the steering wheel in anger.
I don't think I think that's he's got the shakes from the alcohol still, Gary.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. You know he's gonna join the party with me in there and say, "How many drunk jokes have you put against me?" I did tell him that he would be getting it all, and I think with Marco and David's demise, plus Epic Frenchie's out.
Oh, Frenchie, what are you doing to the Alpha Romeo boys, mate?
Radical has made it in.
Yeah, just.
And also, I just want to put out this: TJ's through to tier into Q3 for the first time in a while. It's not being mean, by the way. Yeah,
I thought he got Q3 about 2 weeks ago. Did he not?
Did he? What in? Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, Zambot. My bad. That's my fault.
You're putting him down there, Gary.
Well, I don't really want to remember Zambot because I don't know if you saw the stream. It was it was like a battle royale. I would say that entire race was a fight for survival.
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, Sid, go for it with the truth or dare. Who's it to, me or Gary?
I'm quickly going to bring up the football score. Just quickly. There is a penalty, but it hasn't been taken just yet.
Well, Nigel's saying false alarm peeps in the chat.
Maybe it's been rechanged, but while we're waiting for updates from our guy on the man on the field, Nigel Piggle, we're losing, unfortunately. OS Vit, David Orfo, so a double DNF, knockout for the Ferraris. Epic Frenchie in the Alfa Romeo. This is, I think he's going to get some harsh words from Monkey Man. Later on, 12th is Marco, and unfortunately Sid getting knocked out right at the end with Radical P10 just squeezing his way through, and then Robin, the only man to be in the 29s, with his teammate Boise only 2 tenths back, and then Fishsticks P3 in the Williams. So at the moment it's looking good for the Williams, and it's not looking so good for the Alpha Tauris as they've only got one driver and he's out in Q2.
Right, and Q3.
We've only got 13 people. Where is everyone?
Well, we are at 4, aren't we? Everyone expects us at 8. So. Oh, come on, Marco.
Yeah, Nigel's hit his leg before his hand.
Oh, come on, Marco, really? Oh, he's out for session. Right, let's get him back in.
Well, at least that gets us to continue on. I don't know if you saw in some of the league feedback monkey, but
Hmm.
someone has put suggestion. Please provide the feedback here. General Jake moves to tier 1 for F123 and then has put his own name in. And then
Uh,
someone said TJ's a fraud and doesn't know how to race, and then put my own name. Someone is frauding this. Oh dear.
have you seen in the chat, Gary? Radicals put, I've noticed people are pausing the game, going through the S's, then unpausing just before Sector 1. That is very... If that is happening, that is... if everyone gets any clips of that, because, yeah, that ain't going to be allowed if anyone's doing that.
Are we? I don't know. I've got to keep an eye. Well, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out because I don't know if, say, if someone is pulls those fish sticks is first out on track. David Oldface has spoken. Fuck this track. Fuck this track. Fuck this track. He's alive. How are you, David?
That's the thing, though.
He's probably been told that.
He's just going to blame the track, though, when it's just down to him drinking too much.
To be fair, there is a rumour, right, that he may have done this on purpose, so we can get out and away from Japan as quick as possible.
Oh, God.
We got something called Kurt Colbean. Just, these names in Discord are getting better and better the more people we get in. Odegaard has just scored for Arsenal. Yes, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I have Martin Odegaard in my fantasy football team as captain today. So I'm happy with that. As let's see if we can tell if people are pausing. You'll be able to tell by the steering wheel, because if they're shaking really like suspiciously through the corner, then you know they're on AI. But it looks like fish sticks is all good through there. I really hope not to see people trying to abuse AI through the first sector just to get a better first sector time. Not on. Let's see what fish sticks can do through the mid sector. We're looking about a 113 in the middle sector, I would say.
Yeah, that's what you want.
112.
High 113, if anything, to be up there come the end of the session.
But it's going to clock across a 113.2. But it looks like the Alpines are going to try and use a double toe. Well, use a toe for each other. On the map. But here comes Fish Sticks, and he'll be the first man to settle that, and it's going to be a 130.3. Which of the Williams Alpines are first? Sorry, it's Boise. Let's see what he can do. Can he get anywhere near his teammate? 130.7. Where is Robin? Gone faster. Half a tenth faster.
Yeah. I think we just thought Robin was going to be up there once again today. Tattoo Star is in the box, has invalidated. Here comes TJ. What's he doing at the moment? 13.4, so could definitely get himself in between Fish Sticks and Boise here.
He's set the fastest middle sector so far.
He's got a bit wide, I feel, into the last corner. I don't know if you felt that as well, but here he comes now. Might have lost a bit of time there.
Actually, not that much. I think he may have gone wide in the first car, but he nailed the second part. Gary, no one does that. What does what? What do I do? I don't pause it through the S's. I finished P11, Nigel. Where did you finish, mate? Oh yeah, it was second. Yeah,
you can't do him for that this week, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, I realised straight away. I was like, oh, when he finished that, I remembered he got a podium, which is fair enough.
Yeah. We still haven't had this truth or dare from Sid. I want to know who it's for, me or you, Gary.
Well, I don't know. It probably is. Hang on, let me go back. Let's see if it's actually in the chat. Probably not. No, he hasn't put it in there. David reiterating that he did get P2. Oh, for me,
Oh, there
what
you
is
go.
it? Oh, let's do dare. Come on, let's do a dare. Let's be brave with this.
Christ.
Yeah, I'm feeling ballsy. As Adster's just at a 32 in the first sector. 32.9, I think that said. That might be the fastest. Gary's watched David for P3 calling it now. Oh my god, Nigel, stop spamming everything! Can't do it all. Well, I'll take that drink. But let's see if Asda can get into the 29s. We know he's got the pace to do it. Let's see, and it's a 13.2 in the middle sector. There, you not to curse anyone nice.
That's the quality there.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Here comes Adster. It's a 30.1. Thought it was better. But it's a 2-3 at the moment for the Wheatons, which is looking good for us. As long as they don't, as long as one of them doesn't overtake the other under a safety car, then we're all good.
Yeah. Right.
Monkey,
Radical.
give me. Oh. Also, Monkey needs Marker needs an invite.
Oh, he's left again.
Yeah.
What was that?
Monkey, give me the daddy.
Christ Almighty! Oh.
By the way, we've been trying to get Monkey on since this has come. We've started doing this. We've been trying to get Monkey on comms just so we can do. Everyone else has done it except him. Your missus is gonna hear you and go, "What the fuck was that?" Later on.
Here we go. Truth or dare, Monkey? Well, it's gonna be truth. There's no dare. Truth. Oh. I'm not doing it like you, Gary. Screw that.
Doing
I'll
what?
just say, doing the daddy thing like you do it. No way.
You gotta do it with some kind of emphasis.
No, he just says give us a "oh daddy," so I'll just go, "Oh daddy." There you go, mate.
Why so harsh? Oh, daddy. What is that? It's like you just come back to his state and go, "Oh, daddy, I love this pony." Fucking hell, that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped.
You just made Tattooed Star invalidate, Gary.
I did not do such a thing. That sounded Tory as fuck, Monkey. To be fair, did you vote this week for the councils?
Jack White vibes. Oh fucking hell. What's the truth? What's the truth, Piggle?
He's put, what ego are you trying to save?
Is that my truth? What?
No, he's telling you because you said it the way you did.
What's that? Would you rather have a dick as toes or toes as a dick?
Oh no. This is the question and answer.
Right, can I ask a question? So, when you say dick as toes, is it one or is it like 10 small ones, like toes like that?
You're gonna make this all weird, aren't you?
I want to know what it is, if it's one or not.
Well, what would you think your missus would prefer? And that may answer your question.
I'm going based on that. I need to know if it's 10 or just one fat one just on the end of your foot.
I don't know how you would walk, to be honest, because you need your toes to balance. You'll just fall over constantly.
10 small ones? Oh, definitely dick as toes. I could just put a sock over them and you wouldn't even see it.
Well, until you get into bed. And then you wake up and think, oh god!
Sleep with my socks on. It's fine. Right, anyway, back to the last runs.
Oh, that's a good joke by Button. Dick as toes, she always wanted a foot. Jesus Christ. Joke of the day goes to Button. Oh, that should be a thing. Joke of the stream. I think David still might be under the effects of it because he's going. Well, at least we've got him talking, but we'll continue following on with Darth Grey Fox being complete with distraction. Robin for pole once again, says Sid. Well, I don't know. I'm sure there's time where other people can get, but let's see what Darth can do. Darth is 2 temps up, so that's going to put him 30.4.
Yeah, Robin. I expect he's going to go into the 32s here on this first sector. Oh, he spun it!
That's curse. That's a curse.
Oh, what a bottle job! Come on in, Adster. You got to take advantage of this.
He's backed out on his lap.
In fact, anyone's got to take advantage of this now.
Fish sticks is through the first sector.
Oh,
TJ
validated it.
Well, he's got enough time. If he gets his foot down, he might actually make it.
No, he ain't got enough time, Gary. That's him done.
Oh no, but he'll be happy with P6. David's called himself a fraud. Mr. Starlings on a slow lap. Looks like, oh dear, this is where I don't know if you saw Tier 1 on Monday. Yeah. But there was some mind games in the end of Q2. Well, Q3, sorry. There was a little bit of a queue going into the final corner. A lot of drivers missed out on their final laps. And I think I'm Not Good is gone third. 130.2.
He's gone P3.
So he's done. Where is Fish Sticks? Fish Sticks is 1/10 down. There is a yellow flag. I don't know who's retired. Oh, it's in the box.
Yeah, in the box, retired. I think so. Oh, someone going slow. Here comes Radicals, the second up. What can he do? Goes P7. Darth Grey Fox is invalidated or gone off. He won't improve.
Fish Sticks doesn't improve. Mr. Starling's 3 temps up.
Right, he's Adster. Who can challenge? He's 2 temps up. He needs a little bit more, and he'll take pole off Robin, who is bottled it at Dunlop. But what can Adster do? He'll want to take the pole so he can try and get away and extend this championship lead. What's it going to be? It is!
He's taking it.
What a lap.
Oh, but Mr. Starling, keep an eye on him. He could put himself up to P3 on the field. As he's 4 temps up on his lap. And he could, if he gains a lot more time, this could be, he could even take second. Oh, he's just missed out, but it's a P3 for the McLaren boys. Boise! Where did that come from?
What a lap! That's come from nowhere.
Adster's been robbed. Robbed, I say, on the final. I just want to say that he used to be Tier 3. He used to be in the Williams. He used to be in the Williams. He's a traitor. He stole a pole off a Williams, and he used to be part of the team.
Well,
that's the
he's
story.
finally found some pace because, yeah, I haven't seen that all season from him when he's raced, but yeah, what a lap. And yeah, puts himself on pole for the race to come, adds to second. Robin will be kicking himself for that spin. But yeah,
and that's
I'll
his
tell
first pole as well, Boise's first ever pole. Join the club. If we're getting poles around Japan, come join me. Meanwhile, TS9's not happy. Top 3 need fucking off, man. Oh dear. But as you can see, Boise's face saying it all. Surprised. As Boise will steal pole by 1.5 tenths in the end by Adster. So it's a 1-2 for Great Britain. Adster P2 in the Williams. P3 is Robin, who bottled his final run. Bottle job. P4 is Mr. Starring. P5 is I'm Not Good. P6 is Fish Sticks. P7 is Duffo Fox. P8 is Tattooed Star. Great qualifying, even if he felt like he was very off the pace. Is Radical in P9. And TJ just couldn't get that last lap and he invalidated, so he will start P10. I don't think there's any grid pace penalties. So, this is the grid. We get to get the grid. How much do you want to bet there's going to be rain, Monkey?
Joe, I'm actually going to say there isn't, because I'd be very surprised if every single race there is rain, but of the week. But yeah, we'll soon find out in the next 5 seconds or so if there's rain or not.
Chucking it down, I bet you. Oh,
No.
not a cloud in the sky.
Well, there is, but...
Oh, well, they do look a bit dark, but it's still very shiny. So I don't think sunny. Sunny. So I think we might be all right here. I'll quickly go to the football scores. I think there's only one game playing today. It is 1-0 to Arsenal. Odegaard, 14th minute, Jorginho assist. Looks like Arsenal about evenly on the possession. Apparently Newcastle have had 0 shots on target, even though they've hit the post twice.
That's not a shot on target, Gary.
It's so silly. Technically it should be.
If it's not in the on target shot is when the keeper saves and it goes in the goal.
Damn the Rangers. They've done my beloved Aberdeen in 1-0. Oh, it's Cantwell.
Well,
Fuck, damn it.
Don't let Scotsman you say that.
Nah, like my dad's he's from Aberdeen, so well, we always follow, but we always have a thing. Whenever Liverpool win, Aberdeen lose. So, I was hoping Aberdeen could try and push for maybe some kind of Europe this year, but no.
Right, Gary, I'm going to go fill up my Bacardi Spiced and Coke. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until you come back so I can then fill up my cup of water or juice, whatever I've got. Because I am thirsty as hell, because I've drunk it all, because everyone's giving me drink redemptions. Not again. Long as... Let's see. I'm shaking, I don't know what to do. Well, Boise Drive. You need to do. All I can really say. As we're waiting for when David decides to come back from the bathroom. Again. I know what we'll talk about. Shall we have a little should we have a little kind of guess, get people's guess at what the top 3 tonight is going to be in Miami? Let's see what everyone's opinion is going to be as we are actually getting underway now. So there goes my chance of getting a drink.
Go on, go for a drink, mate. I'll just take around all of that. I don't know if that's even gone or not, but... Oh yeah, it must be gone. Right, here we go then. Formation lap time. Gary won't have the tyres up yet, so I will go through them quickly while he's gone. So, majority of drivers on the medium tyre. We've only got 4 drivers starting on the hards, which is a bit surprising. I would have thought we would have had more on the hards around here, so maybe we're going to see some wet weather, maybe halfway, who knows, but we're going to have to wait and see to find that out. But the 4 drivers on the hards, we've got Darth Grey Fox in P7, Tattooed Star in P8, and then just a bit further down, TJ going for the hard strategy for the start, down in 10th, and also David in 14th going for the hard strategy. Oh, and someone's spun it. Oh, what on earth is going on at Dunlop? Someone just spun it on the outlet. Anyway, Bloisy in the chat, I'm shaking, I don't know what to do. Well, first thing to do is keep it on the track, and TJ's now overtaking David again. I think TJ was the one that spun it, actually.
Did I hear TJ spun it?
I think so. I don't know. I've already told you the tyres, Colin, but apparently he wants you to get the tyres up, Gary.
I've already done it. I come back and saw it pop up.
Oh, right. So, I'll run down 17th to 10th. Well, 17th to 11th. So, yeah, at the back of the grid, in the Merc is Rainbow, starting on mediums. Then we've got Cloud Fisher in 16th. Filling in tonight for Mongo. P15 is Vit. He's coming in for Jarvis in the Ferrari, starting on the mediums. Then we've got David Lolface. We're not sure if he's actually still pissed or not.
David Sickface.
Yeah, David Pissface.
That needs the emoji.
He's 14th, and then Epic Frenchie in the other Alfa Romeo is 13th on mediums. 12th Marco on mediums, and then 11th in the Alpha Tauri Sid, who had a quite unlucky qualifying, just missed out on Q3. He starts on the mediums in 11th. Gary, I'll get you to do 10th to 1st in Sonic the Hedgehog speeds.
Okay, so in P10 we've got TGM in the Haas, couldn't get his final run done. P9 is Radical with his teammate of Tatter Star, and P8. P7 is Darth Grey Fox, that's not Darth Grey Fox, that's Darth Grey Fox. P6 is Fish Sticks in the Williams. P5 is I'm Not Good, who has actually done good. P4 is Mr. Starring in the Mercedes. P3 is Robin, who's just disqualified himself. P2 is Adster, and our pole man for the first ever pole here, like myself, at Japan, is Boise, who will start pole where we got the worst camera angle. Why do we need to look at him? Just checking his mirrors. I'm just going to try and get an off-ball camera. Oh. And away we go. It looks like it's a fairly decent start for Boise. As we see a lot of movement in the back. Hopefully we can get a good shot now on the curb. Looks like everyone's got through nice and tidy. Darth Grey Fox and Fish Sticks are having a fight. Looks like everyone's made it through nice and cleanly. Stay on board with Fish Sticks, who has lost the place down from Darth Grey Fox. And there is a spinner at the back.
Oh, Sid. Oh, he's a pile up. Massive.
Oh, Rainbow TJ's out.
Oh, 3-car pile up. And I thought for a minute there we were going to get through the first lap with no instance. Everyone got through turn 1 very, very well. I don't know whether that's people fighting for position or someone's just lost it. But 3 of them have gone out there. Rainbow, Sid and TJ. TJ will just, like me, want the new game to be coming. He just can't seem to get a break in this game.
I don't actually know if the new game would have... I don't want to be mean. That's really unlucky for TJ. I think TJ's been caught up with that. But I don't even know if a new game would have saved him as well.
No, it probably wouldn't have. But like in you know,
in aiming terms, I think he would have been probably near the front.
Yeah, in the bigger picture, he just probably wants this season out of the way, is what I meant, kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't think it's fair that TJ should just sit around and watch now. Should we get him in, make it a three-way? Might as well.
If he wants to join, go for it. Send him an invite if he joins. Yeah.
Come on, Tidgham. You know you want to. We're not making it four-way with Colin. Colin can go back to watching his football. Even though I think he is perfectly fine. But this is the second race in a row. Obviously, the Tier 2's had this first lap safety car. Will we see anybody making an early stop, maybe for damage? Marco's in. He might actually have some damage. Marco speeding in the pits. Easily done. He's gone on a set of softs. And he did have no front.
I don't know why he's done that.
And he had front wing damage.
Don't know why you'd go for softs. I mean, at this stage, it seems a bit silly, but well, yeah, no idea.
Looks like TJ's in the chat, not happy. He's put load of shit, keep it clean, and get fucked over. Cheers, lads. Yeah. I'm so disappointed. I'm so upset for TJ. I say disappointed. Disappointing for TJ that he's out so early on, because I know he had the pace. He's shown he had actually good race pace in the practice area. So what could have been? Boys is really making me nervous following the safety car that closely behind.
Yeah, I know. Well, he said it before that he's basically he was bricking it off the line. He said, obviously, he's never had a pole before. He was like, I don't know what to do, but he got a decent start, to be fair, and he's kept the lead. If we look at the position changes, actually, from that first bit, the top 5 have stayed the same. And there's a couple of changes between Darth Grey Fox and Fish Sticks and Radical and Tatted Star. So the top 10 is pretty much how it was. But yeah, I mean, that crash is just kind of ruined. Was looking to be a very clean start to the race, but here we go. It's going to be one more lap, I think. Actually, yeah, Mark is only just caught up now. He might come back in again, actually, and serve that 5 seconds. No, he's not going to.
I probably would have served the 5 seconds and changed my tyres.
I think I would have done as well.
I would have gone on hard and tried to risk it. Let's go as far as I can. Hopefully there's another safety car. Or you can do a mere monkey and decide we are stubborn and we're not going on.
Oh, yeah. Nah. I was
Jesus,
oh, yeah.
You may... no, Nigel... not Nigel. Jake, the reason why I said to leave it that big gap, right, is... a monkey can agree with this. We've seen so many times that the safety car just glitch back and hit somebody and disqualify them. That's why we say leave more of a space. I don't know if you remember... who was it? It was Finiesta in France in Tier 2. Remember?
That's quality.
No, Tier 1. It glitched backwards into him and killed him and flipped him upside down. So that's why we tell people to leave more space, because I don't think there's anything, we can't really penalise the safety car for murdering somebody. But it's like David has been overtaken by his teammate. He's David's sitting in P12 on a set of hard, so he's going along with Darth and Tattoo. I don't know if, ladies and gentlemen, I come bearing news to you. I love football. Wait, this isn't Discord. For God's sake, Cruz. Yeah, Cruiser. Your Rangers beat my Aberdeen. Got a bone to pick with you. To be fair, I didn't even know they were playing. To be fair. But I don't know if... safety cars, I don't know if you agree with this, man, but I think hards were really good on our really nice race tyre around here once they get up to temperature.
Yeah, I don't think Darth's going to lose too much time, actually. I know the medium's still only 2 laps old, but I don't think he's going to lose out too much. They did really come into good form after about 3 or 4 laps of using them, as Bloisy now is going to get the restart underway and decides to go now. It's not the best restart, and Adster's going to feel like he can have a move here into the turn 1 as he's using the battery. He might take a dive, but it looks like in the end that Bloisy has the straight line speed to pull away in the last stages of that straight, and he stays ahead for now. I don't think there was any actual overtakes into that first corner, Gary.
No. Oh, there was one there. Epic Frenchy getting past Tattoo Star on the exit. I think Tattoo Star is struggling on those hards, getting them. Maybe they were not up to.
Bloisy's lost it.
Oh no! Where is he? Where is he? Oh, is he up Dunlop? Oh, he's on the racing line. And that's how. Oh no! Marco is being killed. Oh no! Cloudfish has stopped to slow down because of the car on track, and Marco didn't see it and went straight into the back of him. And is out. It's not a safety car though.
I was just about to say, fair play for everyone avoiding that. Oh,
I did say that. I was in the middle of saying that as well. I was like, oh, that's how you avoid an instant bang. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, damn it.
Dear.
Poor Marco. Just. I don't know if actually that could be Cloudfish's. No, it can't be Boise's fault because he's turned around, everyone's gone around. And I think just Cloud was just taking it caution, and Mark
Yeah.
was unsighted.
The thing is, Bloisy's got a very difficult decision to make there, because basically that's exactly what happened to myself on Friday. And if he'd stayed facing the wrong way, he would have got disqualified. So he had to try and spin it around. Just unfortunately, kind of had nowhere to go with the spin. Had to sort of come on the racing line. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's just unlucky for Bloisy, really. You know, leaving the race, and obviously the pressure's got to him a little bit too much. And now he's trying to come back through the field on the back of David Loweface as we speak.
Yeah, David just hanging in there. I think David might have to accept this race is going to be a battle royale. Who can survive the longest? Don't have to be the fastest, but Cloudfishers has gone around in the S's, so he's. Oh, well, my earlier statement of only one alpha male was completely wrong, as Boise has just gone round the outside in the hairpin on David. I think David's just not going to really fight that. He's just going to let that position go. Fisher is having some issues trying to get going with those warmed up tyres.
Yeah, he needs to just wait for them to cool off a bit. He doesn't want to go full pelt into the Degners now, otherwise he'll just go flying. As we get back to the leaders, though, Adster 6 tenths ahead, and Robin has now actually pulled a second off Mr. Starling, so there will not be any DRS for Mr. Starling. But Dark Grey Fox on those hards is keeping with I'm Not Good at the moment. So it's looking good at the moment for the Aston Martin driver. He'll want to try and make these last further on into the race, because we know that he's trying to battle Adster for that championship lead. He'll want to try and gain some if he can.
Radical's gone round! At turn 1, he got stuck on the exit curb and it's chucked him off. I was just about to say that Epic Frenchy has got past the second Red Bull, and I think Radical, just trying to set himself up for the next corner, has gone around on the exit curb. He's going to have to be careful with his tyres. But promotes David up to P11 now, so he's only one place from points. But there is a gap starting to fall, like you said, between the top 3 of Adster, Robin and Starwing. So I'm Not Good, who is starting to be dropped now. Maybe struggling with tyres, as they're going to be about halfway through their lifespan. And now Darth's tyres should be coming into play here.
Yeah, well, at the moment, Astor's looking very good at the moment. He's not using much battery. He's still on 78%. Robin is trying to stay within DRS and has used 61. Mr. Starling's got about half the battery, and he seems to have gained some time that last lap, because he's now back within DRS range of Robin, 6 tenths. Looks like I'm Not Good here is the one, if anything, that's sort of struggling on the mediums, as the hard runner of Dark Grey Fox is keeping with him. And now there you go, Mr. Starling with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Darth and then Mr. Robin as well. The gaps. It doesn't look like Robin's going to doesn't look like he's got the straight line speed to maybe attack Adster. He's going to need to get right up his gearbox to even have a go. This is exactly what we feel like in real life F1 when they keep moving the DRS straights 100 yards shorter. I don't know if you've seen, they've done it in Miami as well, because it works oh so well in Baku. 2 overtakes the whole race, basically.
Radical spun again.
Well, at least you're so far away from the track, so wide there. If you spin,
oh God!
Oh, there goes.
Come on, Radical.
Oh, there's the board. Just slightly tapped it. Oh well, get off him now.
Well, he's going to be hoping for another safety car for definite now.
Yeah, well, as I'm Not Good is really... Well, I'm Not Good. I saw that.
What did you see?
He using the Audi Ferrari line track limits at Spoon. Safety car.
Safety car? There's no one's gone out. It's just literally
it's
because
Fisher.
Cloudfisher spun. Yeah,
And
he
he's
hasn't
lost his
gone out.
front
He's just
wing.
knocked his wing off.
Oh, that's just brought Radical straight back into the race. He would be absolutely punching the air in delight.
Right, well, surely if you're a medium runner, I would pit here.
Yeah,
I would have pitted. I think
Asda's
Asda made the
box.
right decision there.
And so is Fish Stick, so they're going to double stack, but they're so far away. Everett Frenchy, Boise. By the way, this brings Boise right back into the race now. That earlier mistake may be undone. As David stays out. David can't really box, being on hards. But yeah, I think Robin, Mr. Starling, Darth Grey Fox is overtaken. I'm not good. They're going to switch back. There we go. Maybe underway. I think Tattoo Star, Darth Grey Fox might now rue this late safety car. This safety car, sorry, not late. This safety car. Vit might also rue not boxing at this point. But yeah, Adster's on a set of mediums. Adster's going for the 2-stop.
That's a risk. If there's no more safety cars, then he's going to have to pit again. But with what we've seen this week, I can probably think there's probably going to be at least one more. So maybe he's thinking of it that way. He just won't want that to come too early. If that comes within the next 3 or 4 laps, then he's just going to have to come straight back in the pits again, and he'll lose all of that positions to people like Radical when he catches up Bloisley, Fish Sticks, and Epic Frenchie. It's a risk, but it's worth a gamble sometimes. He's a championship leader, so who knows?
Looking at this way, because everyone in front of Adster hasn't boxed and everyone else is behind, I think when everyone actually stops to get under what everyone's made their stop, I don't know how to say this, Epic Frenchie, who was P14 in Q2, is now sitting, once the pit stops are all done, in P2 of the race. Just by making that box. It's going to be a great recovery.
So I don't understand these people going on softs this early. Cloudfish is on the soft tire. I just don't get why.
Maybe it might have been an accident, because sometimes if say like you go in, the engineer will go, oh, we've got a strategy change, it'll give you softs and then mediums, because it doesn't think you can go to the end on hards. Because when we were doing on Friday, I don't know if Mark was telling you to come and do softs medium halfway through. Which was like, I was like, no. What happened to the Zero Bundas in chat? Well, TJ got caught up in an incident. Well, not his fault. Someone spun in front when he went into it and he had nowhere to go, so he's out. He hasn't answered my question about if he wants to join on comms. I don't think he wants to talk. I think he's going to go off.
Yeah, no, I think he probably will go off that. Zilla, where are we going to finish next season, lad? In League 2?
You're going to get beaten by Wrexham. Oh yeah, I forgot. You get to play against Wrexham now.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be quite... You're going to try and see if you can go to one of the games against Wrexham.
Yeah, I'm purposely going to go... Oh, no.
What's happened?
Bloisy's gone in the back of Fish Sticks. He's lost an end plate. Oh, for God's sake.
But has Fish Sticks got damage? Well, there was no penalty. Oh, no, but he's gone further back. This is what happens when you're on pole at Japan. It just does not go well for you. Trust me. You either drop down the field or you're out.
That's it, yeah. Zilla goes 4th and then loses the playoffs. Semi-final. Yeah, that is I couldn't believe that. That's literally we're cursed in the playoffs. Oh dear. So, Gary. It's in. No, it's in this lap.
Oh, that's poor for Boise. He's not going to go. Well, we'll get back to it. I was about to tell about the football scores. It's still 1-0 to Arsenal, but Arsenal seem to be time wasting.
Oh no, I was just about to say.
I did not say anything about Boise.
I was just going to say Boise's going to like Cloudfish and been that far back, so safety car will go around for one more lap, but obviously not.
But we're underway. Robin gets us underway. Good restart from him. Darth Grey Fox sitting pretty in P4. David Wolfe stuck behind his teammate. Oh my god, that's just... Oh!
shoved himself through there, to be honest. That was a bit naughty, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, you can't do that to David. He's driving around as best as he can. You just shoved him. Mate, I would love to be in that party to hear his reaction to that.
Yeah, there is going through a gap and getting through the gap cleanly. I mean, there's just shoving yourself through.
Oh my god, he's not going to go through Degna on the other Ferrari. So when he shoved one off, he's not going to go for the other one. When the FPRL lights go out, bleeding is. Jesus Christ. Oh, God's sake, they're all here now. Well, I guess we're glad they're here. They can spice up the chat.
Well, I mean, Adster, he's out for a mission here. He's on this fresh medium. He's going to try and get past everyone as quick as possible because he knows he's got to pit again if there is no more safety cars. Now, I'm suspecting there's probably going to be at least one more, but he'll still want to try and get as far up as he can. Robin, on the other hand, is trying to break that DRS. We haven't got it for another couple of laps, so he's 8 tenths at the moment to Mr. Starling. I'm not good. He hasn't got the pace to keep up with this front two today at the moment, and Dark Grey Fox is now on the back of him.
I've been watching him a few times when I've gone on board with him. It seems like with ways turning, he might actually have some body damage because he's understeering very much, especially through Spoon and turn 1. He's going wide every time. As Boise is retired.
Retired in the box. Okay.
So our pole man's out.
Yeah, I don't like seeing that, to be fair. You never know what's going to happen. It's given up, do you know what I mean?
David's taking on the role of he's taking the role of the fish sticks. There is a David train. Choo choo! From P8 all the way to the back now. So he's holding everyone up.
We've got 2 trains here. We've got a David train. We've also got an I'm Not Good train.
Jesus God. Christ, this is what happens. Have fun, Zuabunda, with Mimi. Tell her that she did great in qualifying.
You having a laugh, Gary?
Yes, I am having a laugh.
She took my bloody marker board out.
Oh, that was funny. Me and Colin are like, oh, she took it out the bath one. You went, what? I was like, she's taken out turn 1's marker board. And you were just moaning all through Coy that he couldn't break. Oh, but here comes Darth Grey Fox. Is he going to whip around the outside? Nope. Thinks better. He's not Ayrton Senna. I'm thinking about going around the outside. She lasted a lap and a half. Maybe Spoon, maybe the cocktail bar. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think a lot of people are now going to start getting frustrated and I'm not good. Getting held up like this. But David is still in front of Epic Frenchie. And Kyle Fisher 27 seconds back as he's going into turn 1 right now. He's not had the best of days.
No. In fair, yeah. I mean, he's coming from Mongo and hasn't really done a lot. So, and he's got a 3-second time penalty. We were saying that as well. Now, Adster is getting held up here. That's stopping his charge. He wanted to try and get through this lot on those fresh mediums, and now he just can't seem to make any ground. Yeah, Groundsy in the chat. Good afternoon to you, matey boy. And yeah, I'll tell you what, Vit's actually come right up, to be fair. Look at the position changes from the start of the race. He's gained 9 positions, Vit, so he's doing the best so far out of people on the positions kind of things. Astor goes well wide there.
Yeah, maybe just a misjust of how much he could hold the throttle through 130R. But is he going to have a go? But it's Darth Grey Fox is going to gain on I'm Not Good. We'll go back to Epic Frenchie. Is he going to have a go at David? No. He's going to give David more respect than what Adster did to him.
Oh, but David's gone wide.
Oh, David's going to hold the inside. There's no chance anybody can go through this section side by side, as Monkey can say.
Yeah,
Murdered.
doesn't work. Don't try it.
Don't try. And your teammate can also say the same thing as well.
As to say, quickly butting Gary, Darth Grey Fox made a move on I'm Not Good before Degner won. What a move that is. And on hard tyres, it's looking very, very good here. Obviously, the other hard runners behind him. Oh, there's a bit's gone round at the hairpin. Oh, he's come. Oh, that came on right in front of Radical and Frenchie.
Been a bit of contact. I don't know if anyone's got damage. Looks like they've all got away with it. But David gains a position. He's up to P7. Go on, David. David still, but now, right, this should be an interesting thing, right? David has his good old mate Lee behind him. And Lee could go for the win here.
Robin's in the box.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Adster. How far is he going to get? Technically, Fishsticks is now on the, maybe on the chance to win this race. Yep, David has let Fishsticks through. I was expecting that. Well, wasn't expecting it, but I was hoping that maybe they'd played a team game with each other, or a nice game with each other. Right. Robin is now down in P9, 8.6 seconds behind. And Fishsticks and Adster are a good solid, maybe 15 seconds in front of him. He's got to gain 15 seconds. But Adster does need to make another stop.
It's a lot, he needs to gain a lot more than what he's gained so far. Mr. Starling needs, I would think, to use a bit more of that battery. He's going to want to now, here he goes, ERS comes on, and he's going to want to try and get out ahead of Robin. Obviously, Robin's got to wait for those hard tyres to warm up, and he has gained a bit more time. It was at 21.9 seconds, it's now 22.4, and if Mr. Starling comes in this lap, he can very much do Robin here on the pit stop, rather than the undercut, do the overcut on him.
I'm confused, Jake. Why are you saying just it out? I'm confused, but anyway. Starwin does come in the box. We'll stay on board with him to see where he is. So we're looking for where Robin is on the track. Obviously, Starwin's pit box is the first one. He's going to have the best tyres. 12 laps, definitely going to be fine to the end. Where is Robin? We'll go on board with Robin now, as he's actually going for the final corner now. This is going to be close. I think he may have
Starting to the pit exit now. I think he's got him. I think he's done it.
This is going to be close. This is going to be close. We'll go on board. Yeah, I think... Yeah, that is great in-lap from Mr. Starling to make the overcut work. But now he's going to have to be careful, as Epic French has got past Radical through the S's. But now Mr. Starling's got to be careful. And so is Robin, because he can't make a move through here. Even though Robin's going to try.
Oh, round double. This could be a great move.
Oh, what a move! Well, it can be done, Monkey. We are wrong.
Well, I mean, that was Mr. Starling trying to get all down to his tyre temperatures not being up to main temperature. And, I mean, Robbins took advantage of it. But the lap newer tyres, what can Starling do? He's around about a second behind now. They're probably up to temperature about now. But Darth Grey Fox here only leads Fishsticks, the leading car that's obviously made the mandatory pit stops, by 7 seconds. So, really, I mean, Fishsticks is at the moment looking good here. So is Epic Frenchie Tattoo Star. Is already into the box. 14 laps on those hard tyres.
Fucking control. Right. Back to the action. So Tash Star's come in the box. Let's see where he comes out in. David's P4, 1.5 seconds behind it. Fishsticks. Epic French is now all over the back of David. I wonder when David's going to make a... We'll ignore the fact that my battery's died, because obviously when I use my headphones, the batteries dry out faster. Asta is now only 9 tenths behind. He needs to really push it if he wants to get anywhere near to Robin. As there's a spinner at the back, Cloudfisher's gone around at Spoon. He's going to have to be careful as all the drivers are now making their way along. Been a bit of a mixed fortune for the Alfa Romeos here today, hasn't it, here, Monkey?
Yeah, well, Epic Frenchie's still at the moment looking quite good, but he's going to have to rely on no more safety cars. I think Adster here is actually going for a medium soft now, which I wouldn't really say is the best call. He's going to be praying for a safety car so he can just come in and get on maybe a set of soft tyres. If it came out now, though, it'd be too early. You won't get 11 laps on softs, and here comes Darth Grey Fox.
Yeah, speaking of Darth Grey Fox, he nearly did a U. I think it was a late call. He nearly put it into the pit wall. Let's see where Darth will filter out. As it's Fishstick's now race to lose here. As Robin is... let's have a look at the leader's gap. We'll have a look. So Fishsticks has a 9-second lead over Robin, who's the other person that's got like the same... well, going to the end like himself. So it's going to be close between those two.
Yeah, what you're going to see here is if there's no more safety cars, you're going to see Fishsticks obviously trying to hold on for the win. Once David pits, though, Epic Frenchie will be allowed to kind of get more into the fight and might start to catch him. We don't know yet, but what you're also going to see here is Darth Grey Fox and those new mediums and Tattoo Star probably start to close up a little bit to the likes of Mr. Starling and Robin, but it all depends on how quickly they can get up towards them before those mediums start to sort of drift off the cliff a little bit. But as it stands, Fishstick's looking in a good position at the moment.
Yeah, don't forget about Radical as well. Radical's on the same film. He's going to the end. So could we see a Radical podium? He's doing well. All we need to do is keep this pace up and hopefully... well, David's doing Fishsticks a very good job here. Holding everyone up behind, obviously, those people on fresher tyres. Astor has come in, but he's gone on hards.
Not the strategy he wanted, but he's going to be closer to people like Robert and Mr. Stein than what we think, actually.
He's going to
come out just in front of Darth Grey Fox, I think.
Oh, he's going to be on the racing line. Oh, he's going to be on the racing line. Oh, there's the yellow flag. Someone spun. Oh, please don't say that. Oh, for God's sake. Why do I even bother mentioning anybody? Do I mention anybody? It's Radical. He's gone around. He's gone around again. He's on the... Oh, that was one way of controlling it. Great bit of car control there from the Red Bull driver. He hasn't gone around again, has he? No, he isn't. Right.
He's alright for now.
Oh, damn it, there's another one. That's 3. But now that has unfortunately unleashed Robin into clear air now. But Epic Frenchie is... I've got one word to say. It's absolutely sick of seeing that Ferrari rear wing in front of him.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It looks like here that David Lowface is being Fishsticks' Sergio Perez here. He's just keeping Frenchie behind. And Fishsticks is starting to gain a bit more and a bit more and a bit more every lap. It's still only 2.4 seconds though, so when David pulls into that pits, I personally think he's going to stay out as long as possible, to be honest.
Yeah, he's doing a cruiser strategy. Adds to 3-second time penalty. That's going to cost him big time. Yeah, all this reminds me. David's defensive driving here just reminds me of the driving he did in Miami in season 4, where he basically was such a nuisance to the drivers behind him in Miami. He was able to keep a P2 in the end and was allowed his teammate to finish 30 seconds in front. If you that day, I think that's the biggest gap win we've had in FPRL. I don't think it will ever be beaten.
No, I think Darth Grey Fox took a little spin or a little tank slapper because he's dropped from 7th down to 9th, so he's lost a couple.
I was really hoping for some wet weather to spice this up. Jake's put Daft spun. I saw a yellow flag, but I was keeping an eye on this battle between David, because this could mean this is a very important for Epic to get past. He's got a good exit on David, but is he going to try? David's going to squeeze him. David's going to block him. It's going to force Epic French's wide. Oh, David, don't squeeze him.
This would be a move.
Oh!
This would be a move. Oh, very tight. No, it was fair. There wasn't any contact, but yeah, it was a ballsy move if Frenchie went for it. And now, surely he's going to get the DRS now and go past David.
Looks like David's got great straight line speed.
Oh,
David's running 0-0 wings. Confirmed with all that. Oh, he's going to go for the move up the inside.
Oh, Frenchie's lost it.
Oh, he's caught it. He's fine. He's okay. That's, I would say that's more down to frustration at the end of the day there for Frenchie there. I think he's tried to he's tried to make a move, and now it's cost him, because now Robin's only 1.3 seconds behind with 7 laps to go. Can Fish Sticks hold on?
I think he can.
Frenchie's
like
saying bad words right about now. What, are they in French or English, Cruiser? Looks like Robin has had a mistake. He's now 1.5, so he's dropped a little bit. If there's one thing about Robin I've noticed since he's joined, when he's in the lead of the race, he's able to kind of manage his tyres. But when he's in trying to chase down, he overworks his tyres, and then he has issues later on. Hungover Dollface is a different animal. Definitely. Definitely. He's a different animal. I don't know what's got into him, Monkey. Where's this David all season?
I don't know, but he's holding out. I'll say
boxing.
that, and then he pulls into the pits, and he's going to lose about 20 seconds. He's going to drop right back to 10th position here.
But he's going on softs.
He is, so he might be able to gain the few plays. What a stop that was as well.
Where is he? Where's he going to come out in?
Frenchie's now about 5 seconds off Fish Stick, so he's got to gain a second a lap to have any chance, which I don't think he's going to do. Robin now is lurking, only 1.3 seconds behind Frenchie as well. They need a safety car. The guys that are sort of behind from third downwards, they need a safety car, because Fish Sticks and Frenchie obviously going to take 1 and 2. Well, Robin might take second off Frenchie at this rate. But only 6 laps to go, so there's about 4 more laps we can have a safety car in. At the moment, though, Fish Sticks is looking comfortable.
Yeah, this is what Fish Sticks needs. Obviously, he's had a lot of bad luck over the season. Obviously, was Tier 3, dropped down to Tier 4, and a lot of people were expecting him to take the reins of this Tier 4, but it hasn't been that way. Obviously, since Robin joined, who I recruited, thank you very much, has basically become, since Leo left the tier to go up, has taken over the reins of being the top driver. But yeah, can Fish Sticks get a famous win? But he's got Balfisher, who very awkwardly drives onto the travel. Monkey, are you turning up for Mexico? Says Nigel.
I'll most likely be there, mate.
I don't know. No. He needs to be out June 2nd with all a bunch of lads. Trying to see if we can get ads to pick him up.
And Cloud Fisher. Oh, what is that?
He's just has he just killed Darth Fox?
What is that? That is ridiculous. That is absolutely a joke.
Oh, he's damaged Darth Grey Fox.
I will publicly say that on the stream. That was ridiculous from Cloud Fisher. He literally just turned into the apex of turn 1.
What's going on? I can't change his camera. Why is he not moving?
This will cause a safety car.
Oh, this.
If he stays there.
Oh no, he's done a U, Monkey. No, it's disqualified.
No, is it going to be a safe? No, it's not going to cause a safety car.
Yeah,
Darth Grey Fox will be fuming with that.
Yeah, well, Fishdix is glad that's not a safety car, but we need to go back to the battle here for second. Robin, 7 tenths now to Epic Frenchie. 6 laps different with their tyres. Mr. Starring's there. Adster's gaining, but he's got 3 seconds. Tattoo, where's David? David's going to now probably get past Darth Grey Fox with that damage. Nigel copying. That's ridiculous to you. Yeah, I don't know why he was why was he sitting on the entry of turn 1? Why didn't he just
I don't know, but here goes Robin on Frenchie.
Oh, yeah, I think Frenchie's just may have just conceded that. I think Robin might have a chance of catching Fishdix, but as David has got past Darth Grey Fox, so David up for P9. Radical versus I'm Not Good. Yeah, we'll go back to this little squabble here, a midfield squabble between Radical. Makes me so nervous when he goes through the S's because he gets such a slide every chance. Nigel Pickle, no chance he wins unless Fishy gets a penalty.
I was just going to comment on that because, you know, remember they're in the race. Bloisey went in the back of Fishdix. Now, either he's misjudged it and gone in the back of him, or Fishdix might have put the brakes on. So, don't know yet. I didn't actually see it happen, but I'll have to wait and see for that one.
Controversy. Yeah. We love it in FPRL. But here comes I'm Not Good. Oh, no, not down it. Don't do a Vettel down the inside. You've seen how it goes. It never works. But with these two squabbling, David could be aiming for a P7 here. I think that's the highest he's going to get. But Robin's only gained 4 tenths on his lap to Fishdix.
Frenchie's pitted.
Fastest lap attempt.
Why? You've just thrown away so many points.
Maybe he doesn't think that those hards could go to the end.
Well, unless he's going to get a puncher, but I wouldn't have thought so.
Alright. That's a good little jump for the 2 Red Bulls. 5th and 6th. David Allface up to P8, but he's going to have the very quick Epic Frenchie once he gets his tyres up to temperature. Yeah, Nigel's put maybe the tyre where it was high. Remember, Fishdix is very good at holding. He's like Groundsy. He's very good at keeping his tyres in check. Cruiser put, Hards went 20 laps in Tier 3 and puncher threat was high. So maybe that's what Frenchie was worried about, a puncher at the end.
Yeah, potentially. Adster's going to lose 8 seconds as it stands. Will drop only 1 place to Tattage Star at the moment. So even more of a reason for Darth Grey Fox to be annoyed with what Cloud Fisher's done
well, I
there.
don't think Adster's actually going to lose a position here with his 3 seconds. Oh yeah, he's got 5.
He's got a 5 second.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the 5 he's got. Jake's putting, come on, Fishdix. Yeah, well, come on, Fishdix, bring it home. We need this win for Williams. Hold for racism, swipe to home. If you've seen what he's come up with, Monkey, for that last comment from Jake, he put Mong the Fishdix, and it's come up with held for racism. I've never seen. Jesus Christ. Radical on the bloody defence. Yeah. Oh, bless me. Yeah, Radical is oh, he's gone around! Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no, David!
Oh, safety car. Can this be a safety car? Or is it too late? I think it's too late. 25th lap. I think it might be too late. I think it is too late.
I think it's too late. Yeah, no, it wouldn't come out. No! David! And it's even worse for Radical. Because he got a 5-place grid penalty, a 5 penalty for that. Cursing Radical again. I did not finish it. Oh, for God's sake, drunk David fucking nearly was going to get a P6 out of all this. It's out.
No,
No.
that's what happens when you drink and drive.
If David wasn't drunk, he would have seen that car. Nah, you can't say that. No, it still doesn't count as a curse, Jake, because I was saying he was on the defence and that was it. I wasn't saying he was doing well. I was just reading out someone's comment. Quiet, shush, Jake. Yeah, but Robin hasn't actually gained the time. He's only gained a second and a half. But Mr. Starling and
Mr.
Adster.
Starling.
Oh,
The
it goes.
button.
Oh my God, no!
Touching wheels.
Oh!
No.
What a move?
He doesn't like to back out, does he, Adster?
That was a move. That's a move. We've been, well, if Adster can kind of get his arse in gear, maybe he can actually maybe hold on to more than. Well, he's going to drop down to P5. But yeah, Fish Sticks really now just nursing the car home at this point. That was hard racing, that was. Yeah, that was very good hard racing. As we've only got 10 runners left. Darth Grey Fox will be getting the just a single point. Radical's been in the wars today, would you say, Monkey?
Yeah, he's been lucky that he's actually stayed in this race. Yeah, I think it's a bit too late, but Robin's gained 6 temps on Fish Sticks in half a lap. I do think it's just a lap too late, though, for Robin
I
to
think
catch
Fish
him.
Sticks must be saving at this point now. He must be. Let's have a look at his tyres. He has got the line now. So at this point, Fish Sticks, if you're listening, my advice would be do not touch any curbs. He has no battery. Robin has no battery, so there's going to be no help from that there. Adster has got Mr. Starwin still behind him. Where's Tattoo Star? He's going to finish in a nice P4 out of all this. Good result for him. I'm Not Good's going to finish P6. As Frenchie's recovered to P7, so that's a great result for him. David Oilface on the league account for the sad face. I know, David. We were all cheering on for you with that drive. Can we give him driver of the day just for being able to turn up and last that many laps? I think we can. or would that be would we fraud the result there? Well, it's your choice, Monkey, not mine.
Well, you have to wait and see, won't we? But Robin, as we come to the final corners, 2 seconds. It's not going to be enough. Fish Sticks looks like now he's definitely got this. Just don't spin it through 130R. No curse intended.
Oh, don't say anything, but here comes Fish Sticks. Oh, he's hit the curb. Oh, Jesus Christ. But Fish Sticks comes through the final chicane. He's going to hold on. He's going to take a famous victory here at Suzuka, Japan. I'm not being biased, Nigel, but Fish Sticks going to win the race. A little wiggle in happiness. Robin will finish in P2 from where he started. P3 will finish Adster, but it will be Mr. Starling who will claim third. Great drive from himself. Adster gets P4. Tattoo Star does not beat. Actually, no, he will. Sorry. So Adster will finish. Finish P5. Tattoo Star P4. I'm Not Good P6. Epic Friendship will come home in P7. What he could have been if he didn't need to make that last stop. Vit will come across the line for Ferrari in P8. These are all provisionally, by the way. Radical will somehow get that wounded Red Bull across the line for P9. Darth Grey Fox will finish last of the finishers in P10. That is the last man fight as everyone goes nuts for Fish Sticks, saying Mon the Fish Sticks. That's what you're supposed to type, Jake, not Mong. You're supposed to put Mon as Fish Sticks gets driver today by the game. Well deserved. What? I think Mon and Mong are completely different, Jake. I think Mong is a very derogative term to call somebody. As we get to watch a Williams victory with Alpine second and a Mercedes first. So it's good result for Alpine, who have not had the best results over the last couple of weeks. For fuck's sake, I didn't know. Yeah. Sorry, Jake. It's But yeah, Obviously, I don't need to read that again. But who did get the fastest lap? Darth Grey Fox did get the fastest lap with 1:32.5. He will actually end up with 2 points. David finishing P11. 12th is Boise. 13th is Marco. 14th is Raymer. Tijam out on lap 1. 15th, Sid lap out as well. Cloudfisher gets disqualified for sitting off the track in turn 1. I'll never know why he did that. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully we can get our top 3 in, Monkey. I hope you're on the case.
I'm on the case, lad.
I'm looking at the times for everyone's best times, and everybody was in the 33. So everyone had roughly about the same pace. So that's why it was so close. Only 48-second gap between first and 10th, which is not too bad. Top 4 was separated by top 5 was separated by 10 seconds, so that's quite a close finish in the end. So we've got everyone perfect. We'll get the cards up. We'll get our 3rd place man. Glad I rearranged. Well, TJ, if you'd have answered my message, you could have at least been doing something else than just sitting there. Mon Team Fish Face. Yeah, Team Fish Face. That's a blast to the past. I haven't been able to say that for a while. Let's bring up the Mercedes. Where is it? Up there it is. I've gone past it. You know what? Just because Nigel keeps saying I'm biased, Monkey, you can do 3rd and 1st place. Means I'll do 2nd.
Okay then. So 3rd position today, Mr. Starlin. Good result for you today. In the end, it was a little bit of a bit of battle between you and Robin when on that first pit stop. I thought you'd done it actually after she came out in front, but it was just looks like the tyres couldn't get up to temperature. In the end, though, a good result for you. Do you feel like you could have maybe caught up to Robin at all? Or do you think you just had a bit too much pace for you today? Yes, it is quite a difficult track to make any moves, especially with the traction around here as well. Fast left to rights as well. In qualifying, though, you were just off pole position. On that lap, do you think you could have got any more of that, or was that your best time in that Q3? Yeah, well, I mean, looks like you had the pace around here. Obviously, you were up there for a lot of the race, and that 3rd position will now put you up. Actually, don't know it won't because Fishsticks is there, but you gain 15 more points up to 52. Looking forward now to Canada. Do you like the Jules Vernel track? Well, we'll have to look and see what the stewards think of that. Well, we'll have to see what clips come in. But well done on your podium today. P3 for you in the Merc. Gary, I'll let you interview our P2 man.
Yep, let me just get the car up just quickly. It was the Alpine. So I'm here once again for second place driver of Robin. So Robin, how did that race feel for you?
Hi guys, the race was very crazy. Uh, I don't have the pace in this track. I can practice all week, and you see, I don't have the pace, and I try my best on the last corners because it's too difficult, and and, and it's fine. The race for my part was fast, and yeah, waiting for the next.
Yeah, we'll quickly go over qualifying. You like you just said, you were struggling with pace around here, but it didn't really show that. With the first two sessions, you were top, the only man at that point into the 29s. But have you got anything to say on the final Q3 session?
Well, in the final Q3 was I have a mistake in the first sector. I spin in the turn 6, I think, and was 3 tenths down, and maybe I can catch the pole, but yeah, I do a mistake, and 3 was nice.
Yeah, P3 is not too bad to start when you don't feel like you got the pace. But we'll go to obviously our next track is Canada. Is it Jack? No, it's Gilles Villeneuve. Um, how are you feeling for Canada?
Mm, yes, or not. I don't know. The first sector of Canada is my best, I think, but the next is horrible, and I need to practice, and we see.
Yeah, that's all we can do really is practice and try and get into a rhythm because obviously penalties are going to play a big key around Canada due to track limits. But once again, Robin, another podium. I think you're going to gain a fair few points on your championship rivals like Darth and Mongo and Adstuff not really scoring many points or even racing at all. So congratulations again on another P2.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'm near of the top of the championship, and I'm trying to take that.
Yeah, we'll see if you can make a late charge on the Williams of Adster. But Monkey, take it away from race winner.
Thank you, Gary. Well, Lee Carey, the fish face is back. P1. That's been a long time coming, to be honest, but you made the right strategy call, and you find yourself on the top step of the podium. I'm going to start with Quaddy though. 29.7 was the pole time. Did you get the perfect lap in? Do you think you could have been further up the grid?
One thing first. Ooh, daddy.
Knew that was coming.
It wasn't the best. I mean, I could have probably gone a little bit quicker, but it would have been maybe fifth, or fourth. It wasn't going to be. It would have been just 29, maybe. But I was happy with where qualifying was.
Right, and then going into the race, obviously the safety car come out. I would have probably done what you and a few others did, come in at that time. Um, Obviously, you had the risk of maybe some more safety cars, but luck was on your side today. No more of them came out. Getting towards the end of the race, what were the tyres saying? What were the percentages? Was it close to punch territory?
I didn't look until the last lap. It was 71 when I crossed the line, I think.
Jesus.
I refused to look. But no, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll say I had batteries to burn once. We had a bit of a Italian fault in an engine, so that was I'd say shout out to the other half of Team Fish Face there. So yeah, yeah. So I knew I had about similar ERS to Robin. I know the tires were wank compared to what it is, but the gap was big enough so I could sort of relax. the more relaxed, the more the time was in sector 1 as well. So it was like, yeah, I was just trying to stay relaxed for that. So yeah.
Right, and obviously your good friend David at the time, before he came into the pits, was keeping Epic Frenchie at bay. Um, I'm assuming that helped you out quite a bit, allowed you to pull away a bit more than what you were when you eventually got past David at the start.
Yeah. So yeah, it did. He said it did help. I say, but from what I gathered through my engineer, Epic had not a lot of ERS, and David is very good on ERS. So it's a hard straight to overtake when you've got that deficit, even with the DRS.
Well,
So
looking
yeah.
forward to Canada. Could we see back-to-back wins for yourself? Do you like the track?
Well, hopefully, yeah. It's definitely a track I always like going at. I've had mixed races there, but I enjoy the track. It's a fun track, so yeah, should be good.
Okay, well, we'll hopefully see you up there next week as well. Obviously, well done once again on your return to the top step. And Gary, back to you to see us out.
I just want to mention a big shout out to David, who obviously we took the apologise for taking the absolute crap piss out of him. Always about being absolutely not able to drive because of his state he's in, but you got to give him something. He turned up, he drove as best he can. Unfortunately, getting killed at the end. It was on for a good result, so for me, I would give him I would give him driver's day, even though he's out. But at the end of the day, it's Monkey's decision. So, Monkey, please give us our driver of the day for today.
Well, yeah, I think probably would in some ways give it to David for driving half cut. But we can't promote drinking and driving, unfortunately, David. So you're gonna have to not have this driver of the day. I'm gonna have to give it to the other part of Team Fishface, simply because of the strategy call that he's made, and he's took the gamble for no more safety cars. It's paid off, and he's back on the top step. So not really a surprise. Driver of the day goes to Fish Sticks today, mate.
Cool, sweet, thank you.
Got a message from David. I am definitely sober, you wankers. Well, I'm pretty sure the throwing up doesn't say you are sober. Yeah.
He wasn't throwing up.
Barton told us he was sick.
Yeah.
He
was sick of being that close to me. So he had to go backwards.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, really. This is the old Fish Sticks last season where he was actually winning and happy. But anyway,
Oh, you gotta have a laugh. It's all a bit of fun.
You gotta have a laugh. Barton's made it funny, says David. But I'll speak to David after this stream and see how he feels. But yeah, that is it. Japan's come and gone. We can get rid of it now. We won't have to drive until next year's game. Well, next year's game. Next game that comes out next month. But we now move on to Canada for next week. Join us on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yes, we're back at our normal times for the rest of the week. All 8 p.m. to 10 on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. This is FPRL. I've been Silverside Boy. Joined alongside by the one and only.
The one and only Monkey Boy Kurt. It's been good to be back on comms, Gary, but yeah, good race. Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, it's been 2 seasons since last time we worked on this. Can we all say shit on the monkey for his work, putting his work first in an FPRL? Bye. We're leaving it on that. Monkey can't say anything on it.
That's a low